Well, good morning again, Year 5s, on what could be the last Zoom lesson. Certainly, I hope I'll be back next Wednesday. However, to keep you going, let's look at coursework sheet number 7, which I have here. And the little drawings in the corner don't get any better, do they? But I do as best I can. I'm not going to show you how to put the trombone together. By now you should remember that it's this way up, always left onto right. And I've started off with a kind of reminder scale along the top, but it starts on a note below where it normally does. Normally we start on B flat. This one starts on A, second position. And each note, instead of being 4 beats, is 2. So things are speeding up a little bit now. You've been playing the trombone now since September, so hopefully things are moving on a bit. In fact, I'm looking forward to seeing you, as Mrs. Jennings reminded me, we should see you next Wednesday and see how you've been getting on. So if you've been neglecting your practice recently, now's the time to put in some last minute work ready for next Wednesday. After saying all that, I hope it all works out. So, second position, first, sixth, 4, 3, 1. And then things start to get tricky as he goes higher. 4, 2, 1. And then the extra note, which we haven't had before, on the top, third position. Now the first note's easy because it's just as loose as you can in second position. Okay, so I'm going to do that again with you, and I'm going to kind of give you some help as we go along, and we're going to play them a bit longer to help you have enough time to play the notes with me. So nice and loose, second position. Okay, next one, first position, fairly loose. And in case you don't realise what I'm doing, I'm hoping you're playing along with me. Sixth position. Fourth position. And if you look at the drawing, the fourth position is just past the bell. Third position is just inside the bell. Actually, it's not just past, it's quite a bit past the bell with your handle. Third position. And now we're on F, first position. Now those are the main notes that we're going to use in our piece today, but because you have done it before, we're going to go even further into the higher register. Fourth position, and you tighten your lips to make sure that you don't get the other fourth position, the D, by mistake. D is fourth position, and the note we're trying to get, G, is also in fourth position. Hopefully you had your lips tight enough for that one. Now we're going even higher, second position. And B flat, first position, the top of the scale that you've done. Good. And for those of you that have a head for heights, we're going to go even higher to C, which is third position. Tighten your lips, blow fast. Right, hopefully you've found it by now. Good. So that first exercise has taken nearly 5 minutes, so we better push on. The diagram of the positions is there to remind you. The reading workout is for you to test yourself at working out where the positions are, having looked at the notes. I'll give you a clue. The first note is on the middle line and it's fourth position. So I'm going to play that line of notes, and then I want you to play that line of notes on your own, then rewind back to me playing it and see if you can play along with me, if that makes sense. There you go. Now, some of you will have managed to do that first time. Some of you will have found it difficult. If you found it difficult, let me give you a quick help here. Along the top is like the key. It's like a map. Here's the map, and there's the key of what everything is. So you look at the first note, and you see that it is on the middle line. And you look along there till you find one that's on the middle line, and there it is. Underneath it says 4, over the top it says D. You don't need to know that it's a D unless your teacher asks you, but I'm not going to ask you, but you do need to know its fourth position so that you can play it. Let's take another one. Let's take that one there. It's on the top line. So you look along till you find one on the top line, and it's there. And that's second position. And you have to do that exercise for every single one of those notes. And at first it will be a slow process, but eventually you'll get the hang of looking at a note, second space, sixth, third space, third, fourth line, first. And you'll get the hang of looking at it straight away. Like reading words. T, h, e, the. You'll get to know it without having to look it up. So, pretty quickly, we're on to our piece, Dutch View. Unfortunately, if you stand on the cliffs at Felixstowe and you look towards Holland, you won't be able to see it. Because Holland is a long way away. It's something like 90 miles. And the curvature of the earth is such that you can't see round the corner, if you know what I mean, across the North Sea. I read somewhere that if you're on the surface of the sea, or if you're maybe 1 metre above the surface of the sea, you can see for 5 miles. To see for 15 miles, you have to be 3 metres up. So if you're on the upper pole about 100 metres high, you could probably see Holland. However, that's just to make the time go a bit quicker. The piece we're going to play is Dutch View. And as a matter of interest, it does feature in the, I'm not going to find it now when I need it in a hurry. It does feature in the Trinity Brass Syllabus Grade 1. So if you're able to play this, you could consider entering. Luckily, they give you 4 beats rest at the beginning. That's so that you can kind of get yourself poised, ready. So, first note, fourth line. If you don't know what it is, look at the top, first position. Second note, third space, third position. Third note, third line, fourth position. Fourth note, first position. Fifth note, third position. So the first few notes should sound like this. Now I'd like you to try that with me. Are you ready? Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Good. Now we're going to look at the next 5 notes. We'll do this possibly 3 or 4 notes at a time. So we're going from the 1, including the first bar with nothing in it, 2, 3, the fourth bar, Four, 1, 1, 4, 3. You're going to try that with me. Ready? From the 1, 2, 3. From the fourth bar with me. 3, 4. Now we're going to do the next bar, bar 6, and I'm going to do bar 7 and 8 as well. Rest. Rest. Those little squiggly things that look like black bolts of lightning are actually rests for one beat. They're silence for the amount of time that a single beat takes up. This is quite an easy piece, so I'm going to go through from the beginning a little bit quicker now, and you can listen to it and then you can try practicing in the remaining 2 or 3 minutes. Well, that last note is a real long one. 8 beats. Notice that the white notes with a dot after them are 3 beats. And I'm going to say goodbye now because we finished the sheet, we finished the lessons. I'm so looking forward to seeing you next Wednesday and seeing how you've been getting on. Have the sheets been too hard? Have they been too easy? Are you absolutely bursting to go on faster? Do you need to go over them again? We'll find out on the next episode on Wednesday. Thank you for being patient, listening, and hopefully all the practice. Goodbye for now.